Chargers get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. 2-1 loss team set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Fielded in the end zone.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Hey, man, watch the boot, Yeah, check.
On the delay, Jones. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Bringing up 3rd and 12.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Rodgers. It's caught, Jones. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Tackle made at the 47.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, he kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 44, Mike, 44. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Get up. 44 to Mike.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Down at the 37.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down and 4, Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
Rodgers pass.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete.
Downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Rodgers. Dancing to his left. This is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Touchdown. Stephon Sullivan. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 28 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
Made by Kevin King.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 47-yard line.
Get that! 180! He can't, man. He's not going to get one right.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, there's zero doubt that the Detroit Lions like Kerryon Johnson's ability, but he's been dinged up a little bit in his first 2 years in the NFL, so they went out and used a day 2 pick this past year on DeAndre Swift, the rookie runner out of Georgia, hoping, I think, to pair them together and maybe send a message. But I think if Kerryon Johnson can stay on the field, he can be an awfully productive back in the NFL.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
13 yards.
It's funny, partner, you often hear how tough it is for a rookie receiver to adjust to the NFL. I think the same is true for tight ends. You're asking them to do a lot in the NFL game with the additional blocking that many of them didn't have to do in college. And T.J. Hockenson, he was a number 8 overall pick in 2019 and had a good rookie season with 32 catches. I expect that number to go way up as he gets more comfortable with the NFL game. A nice catch right there for a first down.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The carry.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Kirksey.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Stafford to his tight end, James. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18. 12 yards there and a first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Push him back. 42 to Mike, 42. 42 to Mike. 50-50.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos for the pick. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Being chased out left. Now look out, Rodgers. Lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Second and 10.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Packers 7, Lions nothing.
We got this, fellas. Come on.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Slipping into the backfield for the sack was Oren Burks. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
He completes it to Jones. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Yet it brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try.
A 29-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, You're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Urban on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. It's a jet sweep. Here comes Claypool with it. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of...
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. 44, come on.
Throwing is Rodgers. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
10 at the 45-yard line.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Rodgers with the handoff.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
1st and 10.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. If you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Number 33.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, and it's 3rd and 5.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Play action. Stafford.
Going right back to Jones. This time the connection made.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
The tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Brandon Carr there to make the stop.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Kenny Galladay, the Pro Bowler, was his intended target.
And now it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. The gun, Stafford. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
To number 11.
Marvin Jones. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions have taken the lead. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Lions 10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Now Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
They'll run on first down. Johnson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2nd and 5 now. Stafford. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
To number 11.
Marvin Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rodgers. And he'll look for Adams again, and this time he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
The 49-yard line.
On 1st down, Rodgers. That one caught by the rookie Chase Claypool. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked by the rookie Jeff Okudah. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I guarantee you, it's not very good.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford eluding the pressure right. Looking downfield for Jones. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we reach reached halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency books.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Put your hands on it. Get your hands on motion, man. 935, 930.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Caught by Jones. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
To Marvin Jones.
In addition to his really good hands, Marvin Jones makes big plays downfield. Ended up missing the last month of the 2019 season. Still had 62 catches for nearly 800 yards. And even more importantly, 9 touchdown catches included in that number. When Marvin Jones goes downfield for a pass, oftentimes he finds his way into the end zone.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Formation for the Lions.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
34-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here and go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
At the 35-yard line.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Here comes Amendola. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
On 2nd and a long way to go. Stafford. Amendola's got it. Complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. From the gun, Stafford. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
We gonna shut y'all down.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Buying time to his left. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. It's Desmond Trufant, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Stafford. James has got it. Complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
From the 50, Stafford. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Here's 2nd and 10.
In your face. Let's go. Hey, Mike 40, Mike 40.
Throwing again. Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
And Adams has it complete. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are back within a score. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
That'll be taken about a yard deep.
And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
On 1st down, Stafford here. Jones has it. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. Now a 1st down throw, Stafford. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson, and they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Takes this about 5 yards deep.
And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
First down, Detroit.
Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Carrying on Johnson.
The Lions on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2.
3rd down.
Throwing is Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. Here's Irvin to return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
At the 32-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. And a big turning point here in the 2nd half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Don't be scared of it. Jump out.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Intended for Chase.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Danny Shelton muscles his way in for the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure it out. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Get that ball. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Woo! And 58 to Mike. For free. No such thing as a loss. We take a win.
Now it's Stafford. And he's going to go down again. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. From the gun, Stafford looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
The score, Lions 24, Packers 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Urban on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Trey Flowers able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Rodgers.
able to hit his target, Claypool.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. And again, it's Rodgers. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the 1st down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
The intended receiver there, the rookie Chase Claypool. But it'll be 2nd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And, Charles, this infraction's going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
So after the penalty heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Back to throw, Rodgers. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. To throw is Rodgers. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
44, 44, Mike, 44. Here we go. 44. Check. Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Right now. You got 58.
Rodgers to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
I don't care what you is. You ain't can't get none of this.
2nd and 16.
They'll look to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. He's going to let it fly. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Intended for Chase Claypool. Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. One final try now for Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about...